Yes.
So I heard somebody that I listened to say that we honor the position, not the person. So what that means is that person may not be perfect, and they may not go in a direction that we necessarily agree with, as long as it's not sin, right? But if they just are leading, let's say, the church in a direction that we just disagree with. I mean, one, we're not forced to stay there, so we could always go to another church. But even if we do want to stay, we love the church, we feel called to stay there, then we honor the position. So if we're staying there and people are getting saved, people are coming to Christ, getting baptized, then obviously the Holy Spirit's doing something there. So maybe we don't necessarily agree with it, but who would we go to that we would fully agree with everything they ever did? And that's, I think, this mentality that we have as a society, just the grass is always greener. We're going to go to this church and it's going to be perfect. We're going to go follow this leader and it's going to be perfect. It's going to seem that way on the surface. It might seem that way for a while, but over time, you're going to see that there's cracks in the facade. There will always be something you don't like about something. Like, it's just the way that it is. It's like getting a new job or moving to a new city. It's great at first, and then over time, it's more of the same. So I think you're right. Like, we are just called to submit. We honor the position, not necessarily the person themselves.
But I also think, like, how are we able to, in the position that we're in, because I don't know if we've said it before, the movement we're involved in. So we're involved with the Vineyard movement. Like, that's what we're a part of and what we believe. And John Wimber always says, like, everyone gets to play. So in that context, how are we, in the position that we get put in as leaders in the church, able to submit ourselves to the leadership, but also stick to the Great Commission? Because if we're called to make disciples, how are we using our positions to create the disciples? And I think this goes back to, what have we been doing? And I've said this before, and if you're in my circle, you know that I say this. I don't believe that you should speak into areas where you're not willing to go serve yourself. If you're not in that area and submitting yourself to the leader of that area, you should not speak into, they need to do this.
Yes.
And I wholeheartedly believe that if you're not willing to go and serve, do not speak into that. Because you don't know where their heart is. You don't know if they're trying to make changes to bring about some of the stuff that you're asking for. But I'm also a see a need, fill a need kind of person. So if I see, like, and this has been in my heart for like the last year or two, how are we using our positions to start making the change that we want to see changed?